That Tuesday in October was an average day. I went to work as normal, and Lisa was headed to her doctor's office to check her blood pressure. I received a frantic call from Lisa around noon. The doctor was concerned. Her blood pressure was creeping into a danger zone, and it was decided that we needed to have the baby. Today. I scrambled to pack up at work and rushed to the hospital. Lisa stood up awkwardly as she saw me approach in the waiting room. Her eyes were sparkling with anticipation, and we both smiled. It was the day we would meet our Claire. Once Lisa was admitted to the hospital, the waiting game began. Lisa had been given oxytocin, and we were waiting for it to kick in. Lisa was hot, and I was shivering in the room. I curled up on the small sofa, fully clothed and covered myself with a blanket, to no avail. It was a long night. The oxytocin was working slowly. We watched the morning news and then the game shows. I was anxious and felt pretty useless. I could get ice chips for Lisa, but other than that, I had nothing to do. Doctors and nurses came and went, each glancing at the charts and machines and seeing if things were progressing. After being in the hospital for 24 hours, it was finally time to push. I wasn't ready. Though Lisa probably recalls the pushing taking forever, all I knew was that suddenly the doctor was handing me an instrument and helping me squeeze the blood away from the umbilical cord so that I could cut it. I had no intention of cutting that cord. I had specifically told the doctor that I didn't want to. Yet here I was, in a room full of medical personnel, and I wasn't given an option. I gritted my teeth and did my duty, stepping back quickly as the doctor and nurses conducted the APGAR tests. Our baby, Claire, was here. I wasn't ready. I stood there, paralyzed. Not only did I not know what to do, but I also didn't want to do anything. This was moving too quickly. I wasn't ready. Lisa quickly snapped me out of it. "Go to her," she pleaded, as she lay immobilized on the hospital bed. I walked over to where the nurses were attending to Claire, and I touched her gently. I still didn't know what to do, but I was present. I realized that this was it. It was happening. I was a father. But I still fought that reality. After Claire was born, I went home to finally get some sleep. I hate to admit it, but the next morning I took my time getting back to the hospital. I had a nice quiet breakfast, did the dishes, took the dog on a walk. I didn't really want to go back to the hospital. Eventually, I received a call from Lisa. Honey, where are you?" I rushed back. Our time in the hospital wasn't easy. Claire had a high bilirubin level and had to spend several hours of her first day of life in a small plastic box for phototherapy. There was our poor, tiny hours-old baby, lying there with these goggles strapped to her face so the rays didn't damage her eyes. We couldn't hold or touch her during the treatment, but could only stare at her through a window. It was torture. Yet somehow it made me start to claim her. That was my daughter in there, all by herself, needing me. She started to seem like mine. What really helped me make the transition was when we finally admitted to ourselves that the more we were getting to know each other, and the more we hung out with Claire, the more we realized that her name somehow didn't fit. We had made a mistake. Our baby had the wrong name, and it was our fault. We sheepishly asked a nurse what could be done. I imagined reams of paperwork and even going to court to correct this error. She smiled gently and told us this happened more often than we'd think, and there was a single form to fill out before we left the hospital. We left that afternoon as a family, with Emma Claire Callaghan. I don't know what it was about that name, but once we changed her name, once she became Emma, she became mine. It became real. As we packed her carefully into the car seat, and as Lisa eased gingerly into the back seat next to her, I took my place at the steering wheel, finally having an important job to do. I was taking my family home. I looked in the rearview mirror. I couldn't see Emma in her car seat, but I knew she was there, my baby girl, and we were headed home. I was ready. Dear Emma, sometimes when I need a miracle, I look into your eyes and realize I've already created one. Love, Dad. While at first my role as a father involved lots of diapers, rocking and shushing, and focused on feeding, calming, and getting her to sleep, as Emma grew into a little girl,